fed. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3. SolChicks is a leading NFT-powered fantasy game built on the blockchain, on the Solana blockchain to be specific. And with me is the CEO, William Wu. To talk more about SolChicks and some of the partnerships you have, let's start with just give me an introduction of yourself, William, and SolChicks, and the publisher, which is Catheon Gaming. Explain all of that, how all that works.
Yeah, sure. So my background, I started my career at McKinsey doing consulting. I then moved over to what they call special situations private equity, which is working with businesses that, or is working in industries that specifically have a niche or reason why there's a lot of value creation that can happen because of a temporary, dysfunction within the market. I think that's exactly what we're doing right now here at SolChicks and Catheon Gaming. The whole traditional gaming market right now is being disrupted by blockchain gaming. It's been pretty phenomenal. I would say we're right now in month 6 of what will be a 4-year disruption event. And what's happening right now is that for traditional game users or gamers out there, you can actually start earning money when you're playing games. And that's something that's never ever been possible before. Not only can you earn money, but you can actually move your assets or your avatars, your accounts. You can sell them online on an independent market. You can port them to other games, and then you can also eventually connect to what everyone's talking about, this concept of a wider metaverse. So I think it's really, really, really exciting. I think, obviously what happens when a new industry is forming is that new players come out to the market, and there's a bit of time before the quality of what's out there matches the old quality what's in traditional gaming. And so right now, a lot of, as I mentioned, we're still very, very early in this journey. A lot of the games are still very nascent. The quality isn't there, and it's not fun to play the existing play-to-earn games. And so SolChicks, what we're trying to do there is we're trying to bring a established game concept that we know from traditional gaming markets works really well. Diablo, Dota, these are games that have been around for over 15 years, that have millions of daily users, and they love playing the game again and again and again. And so we're trying to build the exact similar game, take that proven concept and bring it to the blockchain, right? Because we believe that, if you have a game that's really, really fun and people are already attracted, and then if you add the earning component, I just think, you'll have a huge wave of people playing these type of games.
Oh, no. I think that's right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, William. Finish.
No, I was just going to say that's SolChicks.
SolChicks. Well, I love that explanation, because I kind of look at this industry a lot, and the fact that you think we're month 6 of a 4-year is, kind of telling in terms of what kind of growth is ahead. So tell me about SolChicks. You launched just in September, right? I mean, it's fairly new company. What have you accomplished since then?
Yeah, so we launched in September. It's been pretty phenomenal. I mean, one thing that we've done differently versus, I would say, other games out there is that the business itself is run by business people. So, a lot of the team in our core team, right, went to places like Wharton, McKinsey, blue chip business backgrounds. And then we combine that with a world-class gaming talent development team out of Korea, who produced a lot of the well-known classics: MapleStory, Dungeon Fighter, PUBG, Terra, Dota. And so when you combine that together, you get an incredible team that not only can produce high-quality games, but can also execute very well and build in that corporate structure that, someone that, if a company is being run by a game development team, not necessarily, they might not necessarily be able to do the exact same thing. So because we've been able to accomplish a lot, we became #1 on Solana within 3 months, despite all our competitors building for a much longer time. We listed our token at a market cap, a public valuation of 500 million. We built a team that today sits over 150 people. And right now we're trying to also, as part of the Catheon Gaming side, we're trying to build partner up with traditional games to bring games that are completed over to the blockchain. So there's a lot that's happening, and it's really, really exciting time. And the fact that we've actually started to create this platform where you can start driving a lot of synergies between games and take a lot of the know-how of how to do blockchain gaming from one game to the other and share the learning is really, really incredible, right? And it means that, you know, we're probably one of the only players who can actually get to scale within the space, and definitely, you know, within the short period of time, there isn't another company out there that has scaled as quickly as us.
Interesting. And your token sale was massive. I understand it even took down the Solana network for a short time. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. So we had an incredible amount of people come on our website to sign up and buy the token. It actually the launch actually in some ways didn't go as planned, because we had so many Solana was down for a good 48 hours while we were trying to launch. I think it just really goes to show the amount of interest in the space. And just how phenomenal a single company that's trying to do really well and has the right type of leadership with the type of skill and the right team, they can make an incredible amount of traction right now.
Yeah. How does the in-game economy work?
Yeah, so the way it works is that think of a normal game, right? So you have certain revenue sources in a normal game. They'll usually be cosmetics or an access fee to play the game. In blockchain, there are other sources of revenue. So, for example, there's a token where the token has a transaction tax on it. You can buy what's known as an NFT, which is essentially a non-fungible asset or picture. That avatar can also be represent as revenue. And then there's also things like, for example, breeding costs that a player has to pay in order to breed their avatar or their character. All of those represent revenue for the company. And then on the expense side, you have essentially what is the earning element. So the company chooses to pay out a portion of those earnings, a portion of those revenue as earnings to the players who are out there actually willing to pay, willing to actually spend time to earn on the game. And the most incredible thing about this is that what blockchain actually does, it allows people who have time but no money, right, to level their character up, get it to a high level, and then sell it to someone who might be playing a game for entertainment value. They have a lot of money, but they don't actually have time. So that's an incredible value transfer of time, right? That's never been possible before.
No, it's really interesting. I've heard some stories of people playing games and say the Philippines or something, and have earned enough money to buy a mattress for the first time. I mean, it's really kind of unbelievable stories out there that what blockchain has opened up for people. So what's next for the project and for Catheon Gaming?
Yeah, look, we're spending a lot of time on recruiting right now, finding the best people to take us to the next level. We're building out a lot of the, we're spending a lot of time on operations and making sure that we have world-class operations. And that goes from all the way from, you know, the board of directors, setting up the proper corporate governance, to the systems within the company and making them very efficient, and the operations and the processes, making sure that they are top notch, and no matter how many people we scale to, or how fast we grow SolChicks as a game, or even if we introduce many other games to complement SolChicks, we can tackle all of that together. So that's been the core focus of the last 6 weeks. It's been pretty incredible the amount of progress we've been able to make. We'll be able to launch, I think, some really, really good SolChicks extension titles, as well as separate games very, very shortly, as well as announce a new executive team and board of directors, which I think will be really, really exciting and take us to the next level.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, you know, we'll start thinking about how do we do a cap raise to make sure that we have the funding that's required to go to the next state level. And then what we want to do is, you know, right now, the most exciting thing is that there isn't a blockchain publisher of choice right now. And so we've started to think about, what does that actually look like? How do we actually become that player? And what things do we need to deliver for our audience and our customers if we want to do that?
That sounds very interesting and exciting, actually. I mean, you're kind of building a new industry. So congratulations on your success so far. I'd come back and do more interviews as you put your team together and launch more products. That would be great to get updates.
Yeah, thank you so much. And
Thank you, William.
thanks for taking the time.
Okay. Okay.